Friday, October 16. Welcome to CGN News. A Thanksgiving service to celebrate the life of global superstar Toots Hibbert was held yesterday, but the reggae legend's body could not be interred as planned as family members were unable to find his burial order. The interment was scheduled for the Dovecot Memorial Park in Spanish Town, St. Catherine, but by law, no interment can take place without a burial order. The loss of the burial order meant that the reggae legend's body had to be returned to Perry's funeral home in Spanish Town, where the Thanksgiving service was held earlier in the day. Toots died on September 11 at the University Hospital of the West Indies after battling COVID-19 related symptoms. The St. Lucia Cabinet is meeting in an emergency session today, Friday, as the island deals with the latest cases of the coronavirus COVID-19. Education Minister Dr. Gail Rigobert had announced that all schools would be closed today, the CMC reported. Prime Minister Alan Chastanet on Thursday said that the Cabinet will be briefed by Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sharon Belmar-George and the police to determine if it is necessary to make changes to the island's COVID-19 protocols. In a statement on Thursday, Dr. Belmar-George said that the island, which now has recorded 31 cases of the virus, is at a critical stage in the COVID-19 outbreak. 4 additional members of the Jamaica Defense Force, the JDF, are being questioned in connection with Tuesday's ganja bust in St. Elizabeth. 2 soldiers were arrested during the anti-narcotics operation in the parish. The police seized 1,500 pounds of compressed ganja after the JDF soldiers reportedly engaged them in a shootout. During a media briefing on Thursday, Lieutenant Colonel Damian Creary disclosed that 4 more men are being questioned as part of the military's internal investigation. Colonel Creary revealed that one of the 2 soldiers in police custody was under surveillance prior to Tuesday's operation. Jamaica's National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang says the incident is an indication that major drug dealers are trying to corrupt members of the security forces. FIFA investigators extended their case Thursday against Haitian soccer officials suspected of systematic sexual abuse of young female players. A 4th Haitian Soccer Federation official, assistant coach Yvette Felix, was suspended for 90 days, FIFA said in a statement. Formal proceedings have been opened against Felix by the FIFA Ethics Committee. A final investigation report and files in the case against longtime Federation President Yves Jean-Bart were also sent to FIFA. Jean-Bart is suspected of sexually abusing women who played and trained with Haiti's national teams. He has denied allegations that were published by British newspaper The Guardian in April. Minister of Health for Guyana, Dr. Frank Anthony, says the government will ensure frontline workers are first to benefit from the COVID-19 vaccine when it becomes available. Currently, the ministry is in discussion with several countries who are actively pursuing a vaccine. Officials have had initial discussions with the government of India and also with Argentina. That country is working on producing 250 million doses of COVID-19 vaccines, some of which will be made available to countries in South America. In early September, President Dr. Ifran Ali and Argentina's President Alberto Fernandez had discussed regional collaboration and support in the fight against the virus. Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro's efforts to portray himself as an anti-corruption crusader suffered another blow after police allegedly grabbed a wad of banknotes from the buttocks of one of his allies. Chico Rodriguez, vice leader of the Senate, was reportedly found with the concealed package Wednesday during a police search of his home. The raid was part of an operation against the alleged embezzlement of public funds earmarked to fight COVID-19. A prominent newspaper said 2 sources told it that 30,000 reals, over $5,000, were hidden in Rodriguez's underpants. Rodriguez has accused his rivals of trying to sully his name. Bolsonaro said on Wednesday that he didn't believe there was any corruption in his government and threatened to give a flying kick to the neck of any fraudulent politician. Twitter service appeared to be restored Thursday evening after a technical problem caused a global outage of nearly 2 hours on the social media platform used by hundreds of millions worldwide. The outage marked a new setback for the network, which is fending off accusations of bias over its decision to block a news report critical of Democratic White House candidate Joe Biden. Quote, "Something went wrong, but don't fret, let's give it another shot," end quote, an error message said. According to downdetector.com, users on every continent had reported being unable to use the platform, but the outages were concentrated on the east and west coasts of the United States as well as Japan. The C-SPAN television network has suspended its political editor after he admitted to lying about his Twitter account being hacked last week. Steve Scully, tapped to moderate this week's presidential debate before it was cancelled, had appeared to solicit advice from a former Trump advisor. When the exchange prompted controversy, Scully suggested he had been hacked. In a statement apologizing, Scully said he had let down his colleagues. The news came the same day Scully had been scheduled to moderate the second debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Jacinda Ardern is on track for a second term as New Zealand's Prime Minister in elections that will take place on Saturday. Her handling of the coronavirus pandemic has helped burnish her image as an effective leader. Under Ardern's government, New Zealand has reported fewer than 2,000 cases and 25 deaths. And while the country endured a tough lockdown, it seems to have avoided the calamitous economic impact suffered by countries such as the United Kingdom. Ardern has ridden a wave of popular support during the pandemic, but if she is returned for a second term, critics say it will be time to deliver on the transformational change she has long promised. That's it for CGN News. I'm Scott Wilson. Thanks for watching.